welcome to this session of Accreditation and Digitize Teaching Learning Processes by Mr. Rajesh Saha, who is the co-founder and CEO of Quiklrn. I welcome you, sir, to the session. So if you can please unmute your mic.
Thank you, Pooja.
I welcome you to the session, sir. I leave the virtual dais to you to take over and present your PPT, sir.
Thank you, Pooja, and very warm good afternoon to everyone. I'm sure you have had a very engaging session so far. The task assigned to me is to introduce you Quiklrn and what are we doing in terms of digitizing the teaching learning process. So welcome to the session, and I'm going to start sharing my screen. In order to ensure good quality of audio, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, stop my camera and start sharing my PPT. Just bear with me for a moment till the time I start sharing my PPT. I hope, Pooja, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, we are able to see your PPT now, sir.
Can you hear me?
Screen. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what I'm going to cover, I'm just going to start putting my screen show right now. Just a minute. Okay. All right. So welcome everyone to this session. My name is Rajesh Saha. I am the co-founder and CEO of Quiklrn. And what we are going to take you through what Quiklrn is doing in terms of helping institute to digitize the teaching learning process. Now, this is a chart and a data set which everybody is very familiar about. I don't want to kind of scare you, but this is a very, very alarming fact. This is information as of 28th of March, 2021. But the good news is, as a country, we don't want to go back into lockdown. But why I'm bringing this point up to you, as Education Institute, we have a huge task and a huge challenge in hand. How do you run in such an environment? So as I start this session today, I just wanted to put down and list down what are the key observations we made from last year. Last year, this had taken us for surprise. And there was a feeling of uncertainty amongst all the stakeholders, be it the student, faculty, and even in the education, even in the institute management. It had destabilized all the education activities to start with. Second, when the students are not even coming to the college, the whole academic research and the professional development took a back step. When the students are not even coming to the college, where will the interaction in the labs and with the industry happen? That took a very big impact. The third thing which we observed is our ability as a system to conduct centralized online exam was completely missing. Many of the university gave mass promotions to the students. That was a third key observation. And fourth, because of these uncertainties, there was a complete hiring freeze and the related effects. So the placements almost becoming zero, and everybody is relenting under that pressure. Now, as we move on to 2021, what we observe is that blended learning is taking a key role. And these are the four key trends. Technology run. Most of our academic operations are being led with technology, which is a good news. But if I look from a student perspective, the students is grappling with at least 10 to 12 interfaces to deal with to do the daily online tasks. There is not a single structured learning environment which gives a conducive learning environment to the students. The second trend which we are seeing, yes, learning is becoming personalized. Students now have the ability to start and take their course anywhere, anytime. However, the information is scattered all over the place. And the internet is adding to a lot of these distractions. The third key trend which we are seeing is, because of the social distancing norm, the faculties, 50% of the faculties are coming to the institutes. And the classrooms are run with 50% capacity. So the college is running in shifts. College or the institute or the university is running in shifts, and it's becoming a nightmare to track how are the classes progressing and to manage the progress. It's becoming absolutely impossible. The fourth thing, which is a key trend that we are observing, is the way the assessment is being taken has to change, or some of the universities have already changed it. The centralized examinations, need for centralized examination is becoming the new normal. And there is an emergence of AI-based tools that helps monitoring the malpractices, set up question papers, and complete the evaluation, even complete the preparation of the mark sheet. These are the four key trends that we are seeing in the market, which is happening from a teaching, learning, digitization, or digitization of the teaching learning processes that we are seeing. At Quiklrn, we help institute to digitize all the teaching learning and provide them as platform services. There are 5 key components of the solution. To start with, the first one is the learning assistant. The learning assistant is the smart app. It's a Kindle kind of app, but it has a much more enhanced notability, translator, read aloud, and search engine capabilities, which make the learning very, very engaging for the students. The second component is the content organizer. The content organizer is where the faculty can publish interactive courseware for their students, make them into e-binders, have question banks, have the reading articles, have videos, all put together in an e-binder and make a continuous flow and send it to the students. The content organizer also allows to create a private repository for the institutes, where the institute can put their ebooks along with the courseware, so the students don't have to go to multiple places to find their content. The third component is the online classrooms. As the COVID started last year, everybody learned how to use Zoom, how to use Google Meet, how to use Team for taking their classroom. What we have done as Quiklrn is that we have integrated this with the personalized timetable for each of the subjects, and also we have our own conferencing facility which is built in, which makes it very, very private. The platform allows you also to host the recorded videos, and the recorded videos based on the subject would be given to the students, so that in case if there is a power outage, in case if there is a network disruption, they can go look at the recorded videos and catch up with the best class. The fourth component is on digital exams. As I was telling you earlier, there is a need for centralized exams. So the Quiklrn platform supports all the formats of exams, be objective types, descriptive types, exams, and we also are integrated with a very advanced AI-based proctoring system, which is a gold standard, and we'll talk about this during the presentation. But the centralized examination system provides a auditable, tamper-proof examination and evaluation environment which universities need. That's a fourth component. That's a fourth component. The fifth component is on the course management. The course management provides an integrated dashboard view across all the courses, across all the department, across the sections, and see how these courses are progressing. It also automates the data gathering and outcome calculations, which is very, very important from an accreditation perspective. These are the 5 key pillars of the services that we offer. The product is bundled into these 3 key distinct components. The first one is classroom management, digital exam, and outcome management. As the name suggests, the classroom management is about, it contains basically the smart app, it contains the content repository, is about knowledge sharing and creating interactive courseware. It also has components is that how to track how the courses are progressing. Tracking the attendance, tracking which are the sessions which has got delivered, tracking which are the students who are spend time on the course, how much time they have compared, and then compare them within the same group of students across subjects, or for the same subject across sections. So you're able to figure out which are the group of the students are engaged well, and where is the who is the and which are the students are not engaged with. The second component is on digital exams. We have the most scalable assessment platform as a Quiklrn. If you want to take exam for 25,000 students, no problem, you could conduct them. And we support both objective type as well as descriptive type exams. We have a facility where students can handwrite the exam and scan it and upload it into the system. We also have an AI-based proctoring tool, which is optional, which can be done for high-value exam. But most important thing which I want to talk about digital exam is that as you're creating a centralized examination system, as like what you do in the physical and examination, you could create customized restriction that the student can't enter after 10 minutes, can't leave before this time. You can create those customized restriction. How is he writing the handwritten paper, and put it inside the system, and the system will track that. Exactly what you would typically do in a physical examination. And lastly, most important, there is a marks entry and a reporting system which is available in the third module. So the classroom management and the digital examination management in terms of teaching learning process are independent. You could have either both or either one of them, and both of them will run independently. The third module is around outcome management. So if you have taken your run your courses and you've taken your exams, it logically folds around is that how do I manage my outcome? And if you look at NEP 2020, there is a lot of focus around monitoring and managing outcome. So this module is developed specifically for that purpose, and also calculate the course outcomes for each of them, each of the students, and and measure the outcome for the particular course. And the whole data gathering is automated, and even the calculation is automated, and it generates a standardized course file across all the courses. You may have 500 courses, but at the end of the semester, you have a very standard course file generated as a part of these modules. So these are the three offerings which are there from a Quiklrn, which kind of facilitate the digitized teaching learning. Moving forward, I just want to show you one artifacts on each of them. I was talking about Courseware, interactive Courseware. Here is what the faculty can do. The faculty can create a e-binder of reading material, topic-wise note, concept videos, practices, assignment, adaptive feedback, all in one single flow as what is designed for the course. Now, what is so different? Now, compared to most of the learning system, where each of the items gets downloaded on the device and gets scattered, we have devised an innovative way of packaging. The whole content is packaged and downloaded as an e-binder and sits along with the course, sits in the course, and the same path is maintained. So the students is not searching here and there to find their content. We tested this among 600 students, and 98% of the students agreed if the content is shared in a structured fashion before the sessions are delivered, it helps them in engagement. So in this survey, we also measured what is the faculty saying. And the faculty also said, 70% of the faculty said that if the content is shared in this, the whole engagement with the sessions improves drastically. Moving forward, I just want to show you the artifact of how the student see the content. So this is the interface. This is the reader. So any content which is shared on the platform will be read in this fashion. You have the notability feature, but where are we making a difference? The first thing is that this is an offline reading. This is not an online reading. So the course pack which is uploaded by the faculty gets downloaded and sits offline on the device. Even if the internet drops down temporarily or is not available, the student is not facing a problem to access content, really making it anytime, anywhere access. The content sits on their personal device and their laptops, and they can access it in the bus while traveling to the college, or they can access it from their homes, even where there is patchy networks. There is a text to audio capability. There is a local language translator. There is also an ability to put handwritten notes on the device. And this makes all the revisions very, very simple. So this is what the content aggregation I was talking about. You could put videos, poster, presentation, and put them as digital pin. And whenever you come back to the page, you are able to revise it much, much easier. So what we are facilitating by this is that though the information is available, we are allowing, apart from the faculty, to students also to gather their own learning paths and create a very, very personalized learning experience for themselves. Moving forward, in the classroom management, we also provide integrated dashboards. The integrated dashboard helps the faculty, the deans, and the administrators to track how each of them are progressing. The data gathering is standardized. The monitoring of the course delivery can be drilled. There is each of the elements have a drill down. So if you create on the session, if you click on the graph, you will be able to see how each of the sessions have got delivered, how many have got done, how much is still pending. You will also be able to view which are the ebooks which have been licensed, which are the content which has been shared, and it actually gives a very integrated view, a first-hand view of all the academic operation across all the 500 courses, across the department, across the section, and you would be very easily able to do a comparison. Are you not doing it? The answer would be yes, you are doing it, but the data gathering takes a lot of time. Many of the colleges use Excel-based approach to gather this data. This is a real-time view of the institute operation, which you get from a teaching learning perspective. Moving on to digital exams. What is a big challenge on digital exams? I just put some stats over here on this page in terms of, if you really visualize, you are taking multiple exams during the semester for the students. There is continuous evaluation, the CIE exam, there are 3 numbers of them, and there is an end semester end examination, which is the final examinations which are there. But however, right now, the way the examinations are being run is that the faculties are running them as individual items. If you really want to go back, like if you really want to do an online examination system exactly with the same rigor and tamper-proof and traceability and auditable environment like what you were doing in the physical environment, there is a need for such an exam, a centralized exam, and we provide that such a tamper-proof examination, centralized examination system. The system, as I mentioned earlier, is extremely scalable. So these are the various components of the examination. You have an assessment system plus a remote proctoring system. So you could conduct objective type, descriptive type exam, and there is also a remote proctoring which I will dwell upon in the next few exams. But the beauty over here is that the whole assessment engine and the proctoring systems are integrated together very closely, so that starting from the COE to the students, everybody has a uniform experience. So in terms of the proctoring, there is an onboarding process. You have a face scan and an ID scan, and the same is repeated during the exam. So during the exam proctoring system, I'm just dwelling a little bit more, showing the artifacts over here. The proctoring system will record the entire 3 hours video of the student writing the exam, and it will also capture the online violation. So if the student is trying to do something, put as a sniffing software, if there is some application which is assisting him doing a malpractice, the screenshots of the students along with the video, the AI engine's job is to correlate the two and identify wherever there is a violation. What are these violations? Is the student looking somewhere? Is he doing something on the phone? Has he left the session? Is there somebody whispering behind him? Are there multiple students, multiple people on the frame? Is there a background motion? There are 35 odd violations that the system track, and these violations are customizable based on the requirement. The proctoring system is a gold standard, and this is a system which is used in global universities, and this is what is integrated with the Quiklrn system. Along with the assessment engine, the proctoring system will give you an environment that will help you scale seamlessly. Okay, so that's about the digital examining. Moving forward, I want to touch upon a very, very important topic about the blended learning and accreditation. Now, because we have we have created this interface. There are multiple publishers who are coming and hosting their content on our platform. Apart from the ebooks, on the same interface, the students have the ability to come do a project-based learning. Now, one of the key problems which we were addressing earlier is that since they are not going to the colleges, there is a little interaction, there is very little interaction with the industry. So what we are bringing on the platform is specific certification courses which are set up from the industry, which the students can take in their domain, in their technical domain. Not only technical domain, we also are covering up the behavioral certification and competencies. And the behavioral certification and competency trainings like what is the teamwork, what was the communication, how does he network, and identify their weakness. The methodology which is adopted over here is that there is an assessment done for the students for the behavioral piece. And based on the assessment, a customized courses, customized behavioral competency development course is given to the student, followed by a certification. These certification from project-based learning and behavioral, this is something that the student can put in their LOR and put in their resume, and that will significantly improve their placement. These same things are available to the faculty also from a faculty development perspective. So as a Quiklrn platform, we are supporting starting from enrollment, which you saw in the classroom management, to digital exams, to outcome training, and even the certification. So we have a certificate generator, which after you correct the exam, after you done taken a certain workshop, taken a certain exam, based on the evaluation criteria set, a certificate will be generated by the system. Now, this is one chart I wanted to dwell upon to show why are we saying we are different, right? If you talk about the normal LMS have many of these features which we have talked about. But what we have done is a holistic integration of many of the functionalities which you would require to digitize the teaching learning. First of all, we have simplified the administration process, which many of the institutes would already have some kind of some LMS. There are a lot of good LMSs there, but administrating the LMS is a very Herculean task. So we have completely simplified the administrative process, and we are bringing in a layer of encryption and security, which allows publishers and these industry partners to host their content. And that is because it makes the whole learning system a very complete, provides a single interface for the students, which is suited for all their needs. Because if it is an app-based interface, you could track the usage, you could track their outcomes, you could license the ebooks. You also have an integration with Koha. If your library has already implemented Koha, there is an integration with a Koha, which is there, and again the AI-based proctoring. So on the standard LMS, we have extended the LMS functionality, adding these multiple levels of value add. And most important, it is a completely scalable platform. The infrastructure is run on the cloud, and you could get started without any problem. Here is the proof point. This is a testimonial from IIM Bangalore. This is given by the Dean Administration of IIM Bangalore. Here was the IIM Bangalore story. The IIM Bangalore was doing their young leadership program. This was much before the COVID had started. In the young leadership program, the young leadership program is an MBA where the students are supposed to logging in remotely to complete their course. So we started in IIM Bangalore as a supplementary platform, but soon they realized, because of our offline capability where the students are logging in from multiple sources, multiple locations, the offline capability of the platform really helped them, and they started using Quiklrn as their core or the preferred platform for conducting this EMB, the EMB or the YLP program. Similarly, in RV College of Engineering, this is the topmost engineering college, which is there in Karnataka. They conduct all their assessment and all the academic teaching learning on this platform. They have used all the formats of, so they conduct their COE, use the platform to take even their final degree exams, on this platform. So these are one more reference. IIM Rohtak, reading hours 15,000, RVC 4,60,000. These are all reading hours clocked, and you're able to track that data from the back end, and you could know which are the courses and how much time the students are free. I know I've come to the end of my presentation. Finally, I want to leave with this one thing. We are part of NEET. NEET stands for National Education Alliance for Technology. AICT has selected Quiklrn, a platform, as a part of NEET 2.0. And all our offers are available on this website. AICT has negotiated price for all the institutes, 50,000 institutes, and that offer is open to all the institutes, and you could have a look at them. So that gives, so with this, I will stop here, and I will stop sharing my deck. And if there are any questions, I can take it up from the chat.
Thank you so much, sir, for this brilliant presentation. So we are just running out of time a little bit. So we have to close this session today, and we will be mailing you the questionnaire which you have received, and then we can take it forward from there, sir. We can revert it to the audience as well. Sir, this is a speaker certificate for you for joining with us today for the seminar. Thank you so much, sir, for joining with us today.
Thank you.